Hi, this is Steve from Anita Goodesign, and welcome to our studio. Today we're going to talk about a brand new collection we have, and it's called Beasties. And what's unique about this collection is it's probably the most intricate designs we've released in a long time. It's called Beasties because it's all different animals, kind of mixed with symbols and other animals in the background. I'm going to show you some of the actual embroideries and then show you what we did with them. So here's one with salamanders. You can see the big moth in the background and branches. It's really a beautiful design. Dragonflies. Tree frogs. This is one of my favorites. It's just so realistic, and it's like a kaleidoscope of colors exploding out of these. And of course we have, chameleons as well. There's 12 different animals total, and they're all amazing like this, and they come in full scenes and individuals and separated elements, so you can decorate them. But these designs are all pretty stitch intensive. They're large, with lots of detail. And since embroidery is all over clothing right now, we decided to add these to a bomber jacket. Now, a lot of the jackets you see embroidery on right now, they're not using direct embroidery. And what I mean by that is, like, direct embroidery is when you actually hoop the jacket and stitch directly on it, which is complicated sometimes because you'll get warping and the jacket pulling, or the worst thing that can happen is something will mess up with the design and you got to throw the garment away. Well, the newest style of embroidery, and if you look at any designer, Valentino, Gucci, again, any fashion blog or fashion catalog, they're using what we call patches. So instead of directly embroidering on the garment, you actually embroider on a piece of black felt, or the felt would match the color of the garment. So if it's a blue garment, you use blue. In this instant, we use black. So this is just regular craft felt. And you can see we did these chameleons in like a day glow orange. Obviously, you're not going to have any trouble seeing these. So we stitch them on black felt, take a sharp pair of scissors, and you trim around them as close as you can. It's pretty simple. What you do with this then, once it's finished, is you place it on the garment and just stitch down the outside edge. And again, this is how every fashion garment is created right now. So here's an example of a jacket we made. So you can see it has two of the chameleons on the front, and again, stitched on felt, stitched down, and then we have the big scene on the back. And when we're trying to determine the size, we just print out a little piece of paper with the design on it, see if it's going to work. The best part about doing this way is once the design is perfect, then you stitch it on the garment, instead of the other way around, stitching it and hopefully it turns out right. So it makes it much easier to actually create the embroidery. Here's a new one we're working on, and you can see we start out with a paper template so we can see if this is the size that's going to work. And then we simply stitch it on green felt, stitch it down. It is so easy. You could use this same technique without stitching. So you could have a piece like this, and you could glue this using just in regular adhesive to a purse or any other object that maybe you can't stitch on. And again, if you do a web search for embroidered fashion, you'll see it on every blog, and it's done exactly the same way, which I feel is so much easier than hooping a garment. So this is our Beasties collection. It's will be available in all of our stores, and it's truly amazing when you see the detail in these designs up close.